Here's what gun I choose to carry as a woman. My name is Jessica Johnson and welcome to my channel. If you're new around here, hey, nice to meet you. I am a wife, a dog mom, a future mom, and I have a lot of hobbies. Now, before you turn off my channel thinking, I don't relate to this chick. Before I met my husband, I was completely unfamiliar with guns. I didn't grow up in a family with guns. My family didn't hunt. I effectively knew almost nothing about guns until around 4.5 years ago. Whew. It's cold in Florida today. My journey with guns actually has a very personal story attached. Long story short, I wanted to be proficient in using a gun when I myself was in a very traumatic and dangerous situation. That day did change my life in many ways, but one of the best things that came out of it was my desire to understand how to protect myself, especially as a woman. So, let's jump right in. The gun I carry is a Glock 43X. This gun is unloaded and the slide is back. That's why I'm showing it to you guys like this, so you know I'm being extra safe. I personally really like this gun because I got used to shooting with the gun that my husband had, which was a Glock 17. What I liked about the Glock 17 is that it was easier to shoot than this other gun that we have for home protection. It's called, hold on, a Smith & Wesson Shield. I found that the Glock didn't have as much of like a kickback, and especially when I was a new shooter and trying to learn all this stuff, that was important to me, that I felt like I was more in control. I also really love the size of the Glock 43X. It's big enough to remind me, oh yeah, this thing is actually super dangerous, but small enough to where I feel comfortable keeping it with me. Just so you guys can see the difference, this one is the Glock 43X, this one is the Glock 17. This is the one that I learned on and that I really liked using, but it's just a little bit bigger. This one is smaller, it's more compact, and I feel way more confident carrying this little one around. Now you could be thinking, okay, well, how do I even really know what brand to get and all of that stuff? All I know is that my husband swears by Glock. Many people seem to believe it's one of the most reliable brands. Apparently, it can be put through a lot and you can still use it. So that's why we're a Glock family. Next, you may be thinking, cool, that's great, thanks for the info, but how do I carry that? This is where some people get mad at me, but it is what it is. Let me start off by saying carrying on your body is the best option. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, I personally am not there yet. So let me show you what I do use. Okay. So right now I am using concealed carry bags designed by a company called Jesse and James handbags. I pronounced that wrong. It's called Jesse James handbags, not Jesse and James handbags. So depending on the model that you get, I have a couple different ones, but look how cute it is. It looks like a regular purse. Wrong. There's a slot right here for me to put my gun. So inside this bag, there's a holster right here. Let's pull this little strap around it to keep it snug, but boom, it sits comfortably in the bag. Here's another one of their bags. It's a little bit smaller. I do feel, however, it should have another zipper over here because if you're right-handed, this is a way better bag for you. I can easily reach into here and grab my gun. If it was left-handed, it'd be a lot more inconvenient. So this isn't really a great option for somebody that's left-handed. However, this bigger bag has zippers on both sides. They have a bunch of different kinds of bags, from trendy to more outdoorsy ones. I was actually thinking about getting another bag myself because sometimes I'll go to the dog park with just me and my dog by myself, and I just want to feel a little bit safer, not have to carry around just like a nice bag, so to speak, just one that kind of goes around me like this and have my gun like right here. Now listen, the reason people advise you not to carry in a bag is because it does come with its own risks, which I am very well aware of. For example, if somebody mugged you on the street and they took your purse, well, now they have your gun. You also have to be very aware of where your bag is at all times. It has to be pretty much with you. So if you are at the hair salon and your bag is all the way across the room, you should have your bag with you. You really can't leave it just anywhere. So until I get a little bit more comfortable and figure out really the best way for me to carry it on my body, this is the method that works best for me. See, I told you you could relate to me. Okay. So in conclusion, that is what I carry, the bags that I use, these are the things that I do. Feel free to do your own thing and figure out what you like, because ultimately you're the one that's gonna be carrying that gun around, and you're gonna wanna understand what works best for you and how to use it. Which leads me to my final piece of advice. If you can, go practice and use your gun once you get it. If your state requires it, you're gonna have to do a concealed weapons permit class. And in my class, you had like a 2-hour window to, practice using a gun. That is not gonna be enough for you to really remember how to use it in an emergency. So get to the range once in a while, build up that muscle memory. Look at us, we did it. Champions. Well, I'm about to go meet my friends for pickleball, but if you like this kind of content, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys, God bless you, and I will see you next time. Bye.